Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Happy Sunday, everybody. Happy Sunday. I hope you're enjoying your day. Don't mind my hair. Today, I just have to be as real as ever. I don't want any so much artificial, artificial things on my body today. So just bear with me if you are used to me having my wigs on and all that. Today, I want to talk about something that I'm seeing on Facebook. I want to really give an advice to Nnamdi Kanu today. There's so much attack that I'm seeing. I'm like, please, I'm going to beg you. If you have any contact, any direct contact with Nnamdi Kanu, please, this video, I need him to see it. Because this moment, this period that we are now, a lot of things are really going on. And I kind of understand what is happening. So all the attacks that is really coming out from different corners and all the sabos, so-called sabos in quotes, from every angle, those things should be, in fact, they should be expected. They are not really something that we should be scared of, or something that we have to keep talking so much about, because take it or leave it, those things are bound to be. If they don't have sabos for this struggle, then the struggle doesn't make sense. Just like a normal human being, when you have somebody that is going on, life is moving on well for that person. Naturally, the person will just have hatred from different corners, coming from different angles. So it is natural. It is expected. So let us just stop keep over exaggerating things or trying to glorify these people who are trying to really, make things really balanced. Because as far as I'm concerned, they are supposed to be there. All these sabos and all those people, vultures that are gathering, they are supposed to be there. And let me sound a note of warning to IPOB. Everybody in IPOB should get ready. At this particular moment, we have not seen attack yet. They are going to come in large numbers to begin to attack you. So if you are not strong, if you are not a strong member of IPOB, better get ready, because attack is going to come from different angles that you don't even expect. From where you don't even, from people who you think were once with you, and then all of a sudden, things will start changing. So I want you all to remain strong and then to be focused, because this battle is meant for the fierce. This battle is meant for the strong in heart. This battle is not meant for the weak-minded people. So the time to know where you really stand is now, because a lot of people are going to come to convince you otherwise to fight against yourself. Not even they are convincing you to begin to fight against yourself, because right now politicians are beginning, they are coming up, they are gathering, they're trying the campaign stuff. They are gathering at this moment to organize for 2023 elections. So there's a lot of a congregation of people going on, and they are now like, Nnamdi Kanu is a major target, because once they can be able to disband whatever thing he's doing, they can be able to have people as usual, as normal, to deceive for every 4 years to begin to vote for them. So I want to encourage Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Keep doing what you're doing. You know something? I want to encourage you, because I know that even if you have like let's say that the number of IPOB members are just 500. I'm telling you that before you know what is going on, about 250, you will lose 250. But it is good like that. Do you know why it is good? You need people who have this agitation in the heart to be with you. Otherwise, all your effort will be sabotaged. All your efforts. So at this particular moment is the moment of truth. And when I look at what is going on the social media, the people that used to be strong, IPOB strong members, they are busy falling away. They are busy talking rubbish. When you look at, I just listened to one and I got angry. I said, what is this one talking about? Since I know the woman, she has been she used to be a strong IPOB member, but now I don't even understand what she's talking about. So I'm going to my message this afternoon is just to encourage you to remain strong and to expect more of this. More of this sabotage is coming. More of this sabotage is coming. And at the end of, just like somebody that is expecting it, that is in a trial, if you are in a trial period, a trial moment, At the end, before you just get to the last stage of that trial, there's something that, as in something big that will come and shake you. If you, let me just use for example, if you are having faith to have a child, for instance, you are having faith. Maybe God will just put it that you have to stay for 8 years before you have a child. Now I'm going to tell you that say 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, and you're getting to like 6th year, you will begin to that is, you begin to see all manner of trials to begin to come to you, just to shake you, just to make sure that you really know what you want. Do you understand? So it is at this moment that IPOB are now, everybody is launching an attack. You are going to get it from politicians, you're going to get it hard from people who eat from the evil government. So everybody is going to be sponsoring anybody who is viable. So it is time that IPOB said, the numbers that they are going to attack it to make sure that IPOB crashes. But as the Lord lives, because I also know that IPOB is hanged upon God. Every time I see you calling God as God is the one that started the struggle. God has been with you, and you always try to elevate God in this struggle. Now, one thing I do know from my Bible is that God does not work with numbers. I know that. God does not work with numbers, because if he works with numbers, then people would begin to take glory and say that, yes, it is because we are large. It is because we are big. That is why we are able to get this thing done. Now, I'm telling you that when God wants to step into a thing, he wants to take all the glory. And what happens is that we may begin to see that there will be split. There will be so much infighting. People will go turn against you, and the number will shrink and reduce. Why? Because he is looking for those men whose hearts are pure. He is looking for those men whose mind is truly for this Biafran struggle. Anybody that fell away just because they say you are insulting them, know that their heart has never been with you. That is the truth. The heart of anybody who is falling away now simply because is insulting, or because you are calling people sabo, or because those people's heart has never been with you. I want you to understand that. And that is why sometimes when God wants to try us, he puts things in place. He sets things up just to see what is in your heart. When things begin to happen like this and people begin to fall away, know exactly what is happening. Now, I'm telling this, I'm trying to encourage every strong IPOB member who knows what they truly stand for, because this Biafran struggle, not a lot of people know what, they just came into it because it is an end thing. Everybody this is where we congregate now. Everybody is talking about Biafra. I need to be a part of what is going on. They are just a few that really understands what it means. And this few is what you should be praying to God that they remain. Because at this particular time of shaking, this is a time of shaking. Because if IPOB survives this trauma, this kind of shaking that is coming now, if they are able to survive it, the people that will remain will be the ones to bring the Biafra. It is not everybody that is going to bring it. So don't panic when you begin to see all over the social media people flooding to say things. Nigerian government is sponsoring some people, politicians are there trying, because this is the way, this is how they get their daily bread. Please help me and share. If you're watching, help me and share so that we can reach more people. This is simply business, people's business. So it is their business, you can't stop their business, because politics is the only way they know how to get what they eat. So how do you think they will fight you with everything? They will fight IPOB with everything, because IPOB is the only one giving them headache. So don't expect, and a lot of people, there is hunger in the land. Hunger is already a weapon. Hunger is a weapon already. So people, the weapon is there, and then at the end of the day, they can now lure people to come, and I will give you some money, and then naturally many people will fall for it. So I want to encourage you to be strong, to know that if you are with God, that is the only thing that matters. Don't go to any battle with a human being. Don't go to any battle with numbers. If you are conversant with the Old Testament, and you know quite well that when God is fighting, he doesn't need numbers. He wants to reduce that number just to ridicule. At the end of the day, he will just know that he himself brought it. At the end of the day, this Biafra you're talking about, if God is the one to bring this Biafra, then he doesn't need numbers. I want to encourage you. God does not need numbers. And anytime he wants to do it, he will do it. Because he will just need to move into the hearts of men and begin to drive them, make them to do what his will is. It's as simple as that. So as the time comes, when the time comes, All these people trying to be enemies, all these people trying to fight the freedom, trying to bring confusion here and there, know that it is time. Just like a woman, when a woman becomes pregnant, before you get it, the pregnancy, it goes to the first trimester, the second trimester, and then the last trimester, you begin to see that the woman begins to experience kind of pain, discomfort. Now, when it is the time to labor, what happens? This is the labor period for IPOB. It is the labor period for IPOB. So what you should have to do is that for every woman who wants to give birth, it is time, the labor period is the time for that woman to become strong. Because if you are weak, you will not make it, and neither will your child make it. So this is the time for labor, for IPOB. So everyone who is strong, everyone who knows what he is fighting for, truly, not that you are pretending or you want to just join the crowd. This is the time to stay strong in what you believe, because there's a lot of things that are going to come your way. People are going to come with all manner of stories here and there just to shake you, you know. And when you refuse being shaken, when you show that you truly deserve this thing, watch how God will deliver the Biafra into your hands. God doesn't work with population. I just want you to understand this. God does not need population to bring Biafra. If he sees, sometimes he says, I'm just looking for one person, or I'm just looking for 10. If I see one person or two people whose hearts are right towards me, I will do what I want to do with them. So if you believe truly that it's God that will bring this Biafra, I want you not to look at what people are trying to do. People are trying to attack the number of people in IPOB. That's what their target is. But when I want to encourage you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that if truly you believe God is the one bringing this Biafra, I am telling you to just stay close, just stay true, glued to your course. Keep doing what you are doing. Keep looking at God himself, and whatever instruction he gives you to do, do it. Let me tell you, the time that children of Israel wanted to leave from Egypt, it even took everybody in Egypt started complaining against Moses. They were all complaining. They told so many of them to go and check the land. But what happened? They all came back and said, those people are too big for us to surmount. Now it took only 2 people. Only 2. God doesn't work with numbers. It took only 2 people, 2 men, to go and check. And then he came back and said, those people, we can overcome them. And what did God do? By their statement, God went ahead of them and gave them the land they desired. So all these problems and all these things I'm hearing on social media about IPOB, this and that, they only want to attack the numbers, because they think by getting the numbers that everything will be, as in, you won't have the power to for the money coming in, and then you will not be able to do whatever thing you want to do. But that is a big lie. Because the God who I know doesn't need people. If he wants to do anything, he goes ahead and does what he wants to do. The only thing he needs is willing vessel. The people whose heart is right to do this thing. So it is time to get ready. There's going to be a whole lot of shaking in the IPOB, as in those people who are not strong are going to fall on the wayside. This is a moment of shaking. Take it or leave it from me, because from now till this so-called election thing, everybody is beginning to pay one person or another. They are going to be paying people just to make sure they are shaking IPOB. So if you think that this scandal is over and they were going to bring another scandal, a lot of people are going to be coming with all manner of trash. So expect this thing to come, because this is normal. It is normal. At this particular time you want to give birth to a nation, there must be that moment of travail. This is a moment of travail. This is a moment everybody, every true Biafran must remain focused. Don't allow anybody to come in with their cock and bull story. You must remain focused on what you want. If you truly love Biafran, just so as many people say, they say we love Biafran, but Nnamdi Kanu just away from IPOB. What stops you from saying at the background, you are once an official or a member, you are once an official, and then you had a post, and then at the end of the day they said, okay, move from this post, you can become a floor member, and then you now turn against him simply because he removed you from your office. I don't understand it. If you truly had this freedom in your heart, it won't be a problem. But because many people just went there to have a leadership position, that is exactly what we are fighting in Nigeria. Anybody who loses election don't want to go. They want to kill everybody because they lost an election. It is the same thing that is repeating. Can't you people get it? It is the same thing that is repeating. Everybody, when they say step down, it is like practicing what will happen in an election, in Biafra itself. When Biafra comes and you see that, yes, the people don't want you again to serve in a particular capacity, why don't you leave? Leave. It doesn't mean that tomorrow they will not want your service. You say, okay, we don't want you now. Leave. Stay and then be a part of the struggle. Support whatever thing you are doing. Tomorrow, they can say, okay, that will now need your service. Come back. But because they say, I don't want your service at this moment, you now want to become a monster, turn against him and begin to speak all manner of things against him. Then what does that make you? What does that make you? I look around all the social media and this is what I see. I grieve member, I was once like, why did you leave IPOB? Why did you leave? As if you left IPOB and you had actually the interest of Biafrans at heart, you really want Biafra, you know what you are fighting for. My sister, my brother, the time what you should be doing is to support the struggle. You did not come to become you did not come so that they will give you leadership position. What actually brought you is the interest of your people. You want to move your people forward. Now, if that is your interest, and then you came and you are now privileged to have a position, a leadership position. Now, if somebody says, okay, leave that leadership position for another person, it is only testing, as in your ability to withstand some certain pressure, some certain things. That is what it's testing. But then you will now come out and begin to say, because I am no longer a leader, I have to fight the struggle. I have to become an enemy to the struggle. Then that shows what is hidden in your heart. You did not come to serve. Neither you came to be worshipped, to be served. And as long as you're not getting that attention you think you deserve, then you might as well destroy the struggle. You will now destroy the same struggle you claim to love. I don't really understand it. If we are here, if we are just here to, to make the struggle work, why would you fight? Simply because you are told, okay, I don't want you to be in this position again. Go to this position or rest for a while. Let us see another person. In a democracy, that is the way it is. People can need you today. Tomorrow they may not need you. They may not need your service. It doesn't mean that you are bad or you're something. You can just step down and then keep on the struggle. Keep being in the struggle. It only shows what is hidden in the heart. But people don't understand it. Is it so difficult? It only shows what goes on in the heart. Are you there for your own personal gain or for your pride? Or are you there for what to give? Are you there to serve? If there are two different things, these are what makes our politicians the same way the same people they are today. We don't have politicians because we don't have people that are there to serve us. Our nation is not going well because of the caliber of people we have. They have this kind of mindset that we must always worship me. I must be worshipped. If you don't worship me, I can go as far as killing people. There will not be peace. I will make sure I frustrate your government. Then you did not come in the first place to serve. That is the truth. You did not come to serve. If I say I don't want you in this capacity, then why are you making so much trouble? Why are you going all over the media, painting the IPOB struggle this? Simply because they ask you to stay aside. Check your conscience. Check your conscience. Did you really come to do what you want, or you just want people to notice you? Did you want to use the struggle so that people will know you through the struggle? That is how I just love God. This is something that God normally does with people. God always looks in the heart. That's why when God decides to use a person, you don't question him because he has already seen what is in your heart. He doesn't look at your face. God don't look face. He doesn't want to see that you are tall or that you are beautiful or that you can speak English. God can decide to use a dunce. Why? Because he has seen the heart. Why God is using Nnamdi Kanu with all his insult and everything? See, when he says something, it comes to pass. Have you asked yourself that question? When he says a thing like this thing is going to happen like this. With all the insult that he insults people and all, these things come to pass. God honors his words. Why do you think that? It is because his heart is right towards God. It is not because of the way we don't see. God doesn't see the way we see. God don't look at things the same way we look at things. He is different. That is why he is God. So don't be that you show us your heart when you come up with so much anger. I was just watching somebody says, "Hey, Nnamdi Kanu, if I'm going to open you up, and I'm like, what did Nnamdi Kanu do to you? Did he ever offend you? Did he ever wrong you? I'm going to do this to you. I'm going to, was saying all manner of things. He says, I'm going to pour my venom. I'm like, are you serious? You are going to pour your venom. What did he do to you? What did he do, for God's sake? If you don't like his style, you don't like the way he is managing IPOB, start your own. Biafra is for all of us. If you start your own and we see, this person, and when we now have choice, this person is better than Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody, how it happens now. Everybody will rush and come to your platform. That's the way it happens. But trying to blackmail this person but you are not even better. What does that make you? What does that make you? It doesn't make you any better. We have to, we have to really tell ourselves the truth. This is the moment of truth, for God's sake. If you are not strong, an IPOB member, very soon, if you are not strong and you are an IPOB member, very soon you will fall away. Go and write this thing down, because more pressure is coming on. Politicians are looking forward to an election. There's political alignment going on. So before you know it, a lot of you are going to drop. A lot of you are going to be confused because they don't want you. As long as Nnamdi Kanu can be able to tell you what to do, they know that they don't have your votes. They know that they can't really manipulate you people as usual. So they will need to frustrate this struggle so that they can get your attention. When they tell you, yes, it is happening with APC, you rush and go and join. It is happening with PDP, you rush and go and join. Politicians are busy spending money, giving people the vote, as in the gullibles, giving them money to come and say rubbish, voice rubbish on the social media. And a lot of people are coming and saying, yes, you have a point there. There is no point. Any point that is not referring to your freedom is no point. Anybody who is talking rubbish, now that is not against that is not for your own freedom. That person, he has simply been paid. He will just go and get one loophole like that and begin to talk about it. If that person is sincere, the only thing he will do is, I see that this thing is wrong. No, why don't you do it like this? Why don't you do it like that? That is a sincere heart. But if you begin to come out and begin to castigate him, he is not good. He is this. He is bad. He is bad. You are the only one that is, do your own now. Let us for you. You cannot do. But you will be fast to say he is bad. He is terrible. Because politicians has given you small change. A lot of chicken change is going to be flowing up and down. People are going to be... IPOB, get ready. When I mean get ready for attacks. More are coming. They are buying people in their numbers. More are coming. More attacks. You have to expect it. Politicians are not relenting. They are not relenting. Because this thing you are doing now, this thing that Nnamdi Kanu is doing, creating awareness for people to know what they really want in life, is making them, it's like they are afraid they are going to lose their daily bread. You know, politics, most of them don't have any business. Politics is what they do. Now, if they can no longer eat, you think that taking out their food from their mouth, they will just sit down like this and watch you? No. They have to use you to pull you down. They have to come into IPOB, begin to see people that are gullible, people that they can buy, that at least that can say something against the struggle and to authenticate it. Because somebody that is outside can be saying something that they will listen to them. But once an IPOB member comes and begins to say, Nnamdi Kanu is eating on our money, he's not doing it. He has told us 2012, he did not come. 2013, he did not come. As if it is Nnamdi Kanu it is in his power to bring Biafra and he has not brought it. Is it in Nnamdi Kanu's power to bring Biafra and he has not brought it? You think that it is funny, it is easy for him to stay abroad, not coming back to his village, even to bury his parents, he could not. And you sit back in your house and relax and say, Nnamdi Kanu, he promised 2012, it did not happen. 2013, it did not happen. 2014, now he's telling us 2020. What is it? If it is that easy, go and bring the Biafra now yourself. If it's Biafra, bringing Biafra is that easy as you say it, bring it yourself. Go and bring it and we'll follow you. Why are you busy talking no manner of rubbish? I look at all these things and I say to myself, why is it that people are not tired of our suffering? Is it that we are so brainwashed that, in fact, I don't know if it is the food that we eat. We no longer think well. You see a grown-up man, somebody who probably doesn't even have work to do. You finish your university, no work. But your phone is, because you have an Android phone, you can type. You sit down and begin to say, this is Nnamdi Kanu and the struggle self. Just because you see what your friend types. You don't even understand what, oh my God. I don't know, maybe I pray that God gives us wisdom. Because, wisdom is not really common. Wisdom is not common. Many people don't have it. That's why when I look at our youth, I cry for our youth. I weep for our youth because we don't have wisdom. Just a little thing can put a lot of things in order. Just a little minor change. If we have this thing we are looking for now, and then we can begin to have this work that we are looking for, everything will begin to fall in place for us. Just a little sacrifice on your own end. Is that too much to ask? A little sacrifice on your own end. You are just busy, you are busy, you are comfortable. You are comfortable in the stress. You are comfortable in this your so-called Nigeria without work. And Before election now, you will see most of this our youth will still go and gather and begin to praise one politician because of 10,000. My God. You see somebody that will come out and fight for you so that forever you and your family can live well. You open because you have data. You now type rubbish. Now the Kanu should go and sit down. Since how many years you have been promising of Biafra? And Biafra is not coming. You should just go and he's a scammer. He's a this. You and him, who is a scammer? You go and collect 10,000. 10,000 naira that is not even up to how many days meal. Eh? You collect it, and that 10,000 will now be what you will have. You can, with that 10,000 naira, the politician will not even look your face for the next 4 years. Who is more stupid? For the next 4 years, after you collect that money, to go and do even at your own risk, because that thing you're doing, any stray bullet can even fall on your head. Eh? IPOB remains strong with all their attacks. Remain strong. What I'm telling you, there's more attacks are coming. Be strong, oh. More attacks are coming. Except you are weak. If you are not weak, if you are weak in the IPOB, you know that very, very soon they will bite you. They will buy you. Because politicians are ready to pull down that struggle. They are ready. So get prepared. This thing I'm saying now, better record my message and keep it somewhere. Because you will remember a day like this that I told you this. Politicians, the vultures are busy gathering. They are gathering. They are gathering to eat us raw. They are gathering so that they will scatter whatever that is left of IPOB. They want to pull IPOB down because IPOB is becoming a monster. Nigerian government is everybody is complaining. Now, even the people in the East, they are all complaining. Our politicians are complaining because what do they care? They only care about what they can get. They only care about what their business with Nigerian government. So this Nigerian government, if Nnamdi Kanu keeps on going the way he's going, then their business is jeopardized. Their business will be in trouble. Because they don't have anywhere they're going. If they don't enter, if they don't go for politics, if they don't do politics, they will die. The hunger will kill them. The only way that is guaranteed for them and their children to keep on living their luxurious life is to remain in politics. So it's going to come. So many people are going to tell you, is it not better is it not better to arrange ourselves, form a political party, as if you have not been forming political parties since how many years? As if you have not been doing that. Every single year they will renew, they'll begin to plead to you. But we can't stay like that because we have not gotten Biafra. Once you have one voice and you say this is where we are, they know that you have the power to do it. That's why they are paying people within the IPOB to sabotage the struggle. You think they don't know what you are doing? So the when next you see all these people coming out or to secretly join the others and begin to talk rubbish, know them. Begin to know that there is going to be a strong attack. But what I'm saying is, even if IPOB members are 500, and they've managed to remove 250, that 250 that is remaining should stand strong, because it is only you that God will use. By that time, God has removed the chaff, because at this particular time, strange time, it needs to happen, because if it happens, the weed and the chaff, they will all be separated. God is about to separate the people that are serious, the people that are going to work with him, and the fake people. There are so many fake people hidden inside the IPOB, and everybody is counting them as numbers. God is not going to lose all of you. He is busy searching the realms of your heart. He is busy searching your conscience to see people who are qualified and people who must not remain. So right now, anybody that falls away, please let them go. Stop pursuing them up and down. Stop asking them, why are you doing this? Stop asking them. Stop asking them. Stop asking them, why are you falling away? There will be a lot of criminals coming in. A lot of people with questionable character. Imagine, people will come out with so much bad record and everybody's fighting Nnamdi Kanu. Why? Because people naturally hate the truth. You see people, naturally hate the truth. That is the truth. People hate the truth. Anybody telling them the truth, they don't listen to it. People hate the truth. So if you stand for the truth, and why I am so much in support of Nnamdi Kanu is that I love the truth. It is, but instead of lying to me, I hate lies. Instead of lying to me, tell me that truth that will make me to cry for 1 year. I'm telling you the truth. That is how I value truth. Tell me that truth that will make me to cry for 1 year. Then after crying, I can begin to organize myself. That is the kind of person I am. And when I see people who can speak the truth without fear or favor, I salute those people. Because I know what it means. In this our day and time, people are so scared. People are so scared to stand on the truth. People are so scared to say the truth. So when I see people that say the truth, I treasure them. Because I know their type is very, very rare in this world. Their type is very rare. And anyone that is saying the truth is that they normally have enemies. Everyone saying the truth. If you're always saying the truth and you don't have an enemy, you are not saying, check yourself, you are not saying the truth. You must have enemies. They are because people will always fight the truth. But unfortunately, the truth will outlive every lie. Truth normally outlives every lie. But anybody who says the truth doesn't have so much friends. If you always say the truth, you will not have friends. Friends will run away from you. Friends will run away from you. This is a strong person. I so much respect him because I have seen in all of Igbo land with all their, I have never seen one man. They are all looking for their pockets. And yet people are there, our elders. We have to respect our elders, but our elders too have something to do. If you refuse to be the elder that you are, then I don't know. You should respect yourself as an elder. Respect yourself as an elder, then you earn my respect. That is the way it is. So for people that are still saying, I thank Nnamdi Kanu for, because my last video I pleaded that they should just tamper justice with Nnamdi. But today I thank God everything is sorted now. He has lifted, he is no longer against Nnamdi. I'm so happy about that. I am so happy. But please, our elders should learn. We can't keep on running around the same place at the same, as in the same spot at the same time. We can't be the same old people doing the same thing and then expect everybody to be worshiping us. It's not possible. It's not possible. Please, my plea, I'm just saying, people who are calling Nnamdi Kanu criminal. I have seen some people calling Nnamdi Kanu criminal. I want you to call him and say it to his face. Stop hiding in comment section calling him criminal. If he has taken your money, come out and say it. Has he scammed you? All these things they are saying, criminal. It's all envious people. People are just envious of him. When you know that you cannot get what he has gotten, or you cannot get to every stage that he has gotten to, why the envy? Why the envy? Let me tell you, there's no place in this, there's no level in this world that when you want to get, you cannot get to. That is the truth. If you can only listen to yourself, walk within yourself, you will achieve in another dimension, not the same dimension, not the same person, as in not the same place you are, not the same person you are looking at. But God, you have a potential in you that when you tap it, you can even surpass that person you are looking at. But the truth is that we live to discover ourselves. We want to look at another person and we want to, begin to envy that person. When you yourself, you are carrying inside of you a huge potential that may even be bigger than that person that you are even envying. That is the truth. We have so much because God created us unique. If Nnamdi Kanu is doing this, let me tell you, the only thing you can do is to support him, discover your own self, and begin to do your own exploits too. They did not just create one person to have exploits. And let me tell you, the grace Nnamdi Kanu has is different from your own grace. That is why everybody is different. The grace Nnamdi Kanu, if they take now, they say now, all this struggle, bring the struggle and give Nnamdi, and then Nnamdi Kanu resign. Bring the struggle and give to you. You can't even do 1/10. Why? Because you don't have the grace. Grace differs. Now I want to tell you people something, There's something I just discovered when I was just stretching, because I always ask myself questions. Why is this? I ask a lot of questions. I always ask myself, you Igbo people who are listening to me, there used to be an adage that people used to say, once you are rich, people say that you have done a ritual. You have done ritual. I want to ask you something. Do you really think that if ritual is the way people glorify it, magnify it to be, don't you think that everybody in a particular secret cult should have the same level of wealth? Don't you think so? Now when they say, go and bring your mama, go and kill your mother or your children, or this, to get something. What comes in play in this world is our destiny. Once your destiny is not meant to carry a certain capacity of a task, you can't. Whether you like, go and kill the whole universe. You can't. It's simply not in you. Why all this envy, for God's sake? It is not in you. It is not in you. If not, why will everybody in secret cult not have the same level of wealth? Why is it that that even in the same secret court that you kill your mother, I kill my mom and you kill your own mom? Why is it that in that same secret court, people don't have equal amount of money? This one will have big money, and then in the same secret court, some people will still have lesser. Why is it like that? Because your destiny must always come into play in everything you do. I keep asking myself this question. Why? So why do we even sit down, waste our energy, having jealousy and then envy? Why? When you have so much potential in you, you can tap it if you want to. If you want to, you can tap it. Stop jealousing this man. God has blessed him, he has blessed him. If you have any question, go to God and question God. It is not his making. He came to this world and he saw that this is his task. This is what he has been sent to this world to do. He is on his track, trying to get things done. You, what are you doing? Instead of focusing to discover who you are, why you are here on this earth, to fulfill your own mission and destiny, you are busy trying to pull another person down. Then when you get to heaven or when you get to hell, they will shake you that you have done well. Why are you becoming devil's tool in devil's hand? Why? Somebody is busy, focus on his mission. This is something that this man came to this world to do. You may be surprised that immediately he has achieved this thing, God can decide to tell him to come back. He has done his mission. Your own is just to then stay in social media, gallivanting up and down. What is your own mission in this life? What is your own mission? What are you doing? What is your mission, for God's sake? Did you just come to look around? Did you just come to begin to see people to pull down? Is that your mission? Is that your mission? Look inside of you. See what God has put there. Begin to explore it. Stay in the space of your own calling. Everybody has different calling. Allow people who have discovered their own to flourish. Allow people who have discovered their own calling to flourish. Look for your own. Look for your own calling. Look for your own calling, because on that particular day, it is the people who have not fulfilled their calling that will actually go to hell. Don't look at all these things they are telling you. It is the people who they gave a task to come and do on this earth, but they did not do it. They are the people that are going straight to hell. If you don't know, it is not about tithe and offering. It is not about paying your way to heaven. It's about doing why you are here, why you are sent to this world to do. As far as I am concerned, Nnamdi Kanu is on his course. He is doing what his maker asked him to do. That is why when he says a thing, God honors every word he has said concerning Nigeria. Check it from history. You can be arguing with yourself. Check it. Everything he says, God honors. Even more than the so-called pastors in Nigeria. Most of them don't even give accurate prophecy such as he gives. When he gives, because God sends him on a mission, God honors his words. Everything he says is honored. That is the truth. Everything that he says is honored by God. Why? Because he who sent him on a mission is with him. You that is there trying to pull him down, trying to make sure that the things that he's doing is not working. Have you discovered your own? Not talk about, have you discovered your mission in life? What is your own mission? Is your own mission just to come and bring somebody down? You are looking up and down the Facebook trying to see people that are doing well. Either you are envying your brother, or you're envying your sister that is doing well, or you're busy envying one of your neighbor, or you're envying somebody. Is that why you are here? Discover your own purpose. Discover why you are in this earth. And achieve that purpose. Achieve that purpose. Stop looking around to see who to pull down. He is not doing this one. You that is complaining, have you discovered your own purpose to do it? Let him who sent him on that purpose judge him. God who sent him to do that thing that he is doing. Let him judge him. You that is now being the judge, have you discovered your own purpose? Discover your purpose and begin to walk towards your own. At the end of the day, it is not really about who achieves what. You achieve your own, he achieves his own. Everybody becomes happy. But you will not achieve your own. You are busy looking around the internet, thinking of people to say, he is this, he is that. Stop judging him. Let his maker judge him. If he is guilty, the God who sent him knows how to correct him. He knows how to correct him. But be mindful, be more mindful of your own self. I am more, when I look at myself, do you know my greatest fear? My greatest fear is that I will not live in this world and die without achieving my purpose. Do you know, when I just like look at myself, it makes me to, you know, it makes me to as in to wake up from my sleep. Each time the thought comes to my head, and I'm like, I am not just here to make noise. I am not just here to live, to give birth to children, to get married, give birth to children. I am here to make a certain change. I am here to make sure that, as in, I am here to cause a change. Now, if what I am being expected to do, I refuse to do it, and I am busy looking for another person's fault. I am busy looking for why somebody is not, somebody who is in his line, with his destiny, is not doing, is doing his work. I am now the judge, judging him whether he is going up or is coming down. Then I am more stupid. I am more stupid. I don't have time to begin to judge people up and down. I have time to look inside myself, ask myself question, why am I here? Am I really doing what I'm supposed to do? That's what you should be asking yourself. Are you doing what you're supposed to do? Did you just come to this world to eat and go to toilet? Did you just come to business? Did you think that you're coming to this world just to make to go to just build houses? That is not the reason. You have only come here to affect a generation. There is something that is unique in you, because every one of us is unique. There is something that is unique in you, no matter how tiny it is, that God deposited there, that without you, this world will be unbalanced. You are here to make this world balanced. So what are you doing to make it balanced? You are here to make this world balanced. And we are all busy looking for somebody's fault. We are all busy looking at the next person. Have you bothered to sit down and look at your own self? And ask yourself, are you achieving the purpose for which you came here? Are you achieving the purpose for which you are in, as in, for which God brought you to Nigeria? You are not in Nigeria by mistake. Sometimes I cry. I say, God, of all places, you just allow my parents to give birth to me in Nigeria. I cry sometimes, but I say to myself that nothing happens by mistake. God knows that you have a part to play. If that Nigeria is not good, you have a part to play to make it work. If that Nigeria is not good, if there's something to break the nation, if it is about breaking the nation, you have a part to play. You have a part to play in this life. You have something to do. So stop talking about another person. If he is on his own course, his own mission, fulfilling his own mission, you will be the biggest fool to just sit down and begin to talk about him. He's a criminal. He's collecting all IPOB money. He is eating 18 million. What is he doing with the money? But 1 naira did not contribute. You are located in that geopolitical zone. In that geopolitical zone because there's something you have to bring in. There is an input you have to bring in. The little task that God has given you, concentrate on it. Concentrate on it. Concentrate on your task here. That is what matters at the end of the day. If Nnamdi Kanu achieves his task and you did not achieve why you are here in this world, your own is finished. Your own is finished. Stop looking at him and complain up and down. He is busy running on his own lane. You left your own lane to come and begin to pursue him. Are you not crazy? Everybody in this world, when you are running a race, everybody stands on their own lane. Everybody stays on their own lane. And then when they say, oh, your mask, everybody go. Everybody begins, once you leave your lane and begin to come into another person's lane, you have faulted. But unfortunately, that's what we are doing. Everybody will leave your own and jump into another person's own to see how he's running, to see if it is running fast or see how he's twisting his leg. Later, if we must look into somebody else's life, help that person to succeed. Help that person to succeed. And my note of warning goes to IPOB members. If you are an IPOB member, the long and short of the story is that more attacks are coming. Better be strong. Better be hardened. If you know what you stand, the time to know the core people who are truthful, who know what they are doing is now. Because very soon, a lot will be falling on the wayside. Politicians are using you people against yourself. So you'll be there. I support this. He's not supposed to be doing it. A lot of people are going to come out to begin to say things that will interest you. Things that you say, hey, it's true. You begin to say it is true. Oh, it is against your own freedom. Those people that are inciting you to say it is true, they are using you against yourself because they know that once you stand together, you become a force against them. So they don't want you to stand together. Just to your own detriment, but you don't know. You use your 10,000 that they will give you. Sell your mortgage, your future, your children's life, and tomorrow you come and begin to cry, our politicians are bad, you will return back to the status quo. Every year the same thing. Every year the same thing. Every 4 years the same thing. These same politicians will come back to you. Somebody that after the election, you even need to stop where there's a pothole to greet people is hard for them. They don't care about you. But right now, you people are now gathering around them because there's a small change to give out. Then after they give you the change, you will now go and look at, strategize, and begin to think, what are you going to do so that this Nnamdi Kanu's, this IPOB can be crumbled? So that when you crumble IPOB, they are fast, weaken the IPOB force. Then these people can have a few days just because they gave you 10,000. Who is the fool? Who is the fool? They are gathering. The vultures are gathering. Among IPOB, I am not talking to any other group. I'm talking about the group, people in IPOB at this particular moment. Know yourself. This is the moment of truth. Know yourself. There's a lot of infighting. People are coming in. They have received money. They will come and begin to deceive you. You will still be the one to be deceived against your own freedom. You will be deceived against your own freedom. So when it starts happening, don't say that I did not tell you, because it will happen. It will happen. Politicians will not allow you to take away the food that they are eating, because without them being in politics, they can't eat. So don't think they will watch you sit down and then begin to, they cannot watch you sit down and make them remove them out of office. You remove them out of office and they will keep doing nothing. No, they have to gather people against you, and they'll still have to use the body to destroy the body. They will use IPOB to destroy IPOB. IPOB members, they will use you, they will buy you to destroy you. Forget about every other person that is not an IPOB member ranting another place. Those are not the issue. The main issue is you people that are in the IPOB. The so-called hardcore, they are going to come for you. They will flash their money, their billions. And if you do not really know what your freedom was to you, you will accept the money, sabotage the struggle, even make sure that and then you begin to have your own followers too. It is going to happen very soon. You will start having because Igbos are really complaining, not the Igbos, but the politicians in Igbo land, politicians in Biafra land are complaining. They are complaining bitterly. You know what that means? They are complaining bitterly. So watch it. Everybody within an IPOB right now will be a suspect, because right now they are going to buy the buyables. People who don't have conscience, they will buy you. Especially if you don't have much before, they will flash their money in your face and you will accept. You will say, how much is this struggle worth to you? You will be looking at that money, but your freedom cannot be quantified. Your freedom can't be bought. But somebody is here giving you money to collect your freedom, and you are giving it for free. You are selling it for, just like the Bible story. You know, Esau sold his birthright just for a pot of porridge. If Esau had known that pot of porridge, that he will so much cry for it without ever in this entire life recover it, you think he would have sold it? That is the same thing these politicians will come and do to you. They will give you money to sabotage your struggle. When you sabotage the struggle, when you realize what they have done to you, your eyes will open. Your eyes will open. Everybody in IPOB, your eyes should be open wide. Your senses, I pray that God will give you wisdom at this particular time, because they are coming with full force. They are coming like dragon. They are coming to devour IPOB. They are coming to scatter. They will come to pay you. They will come with so much juicy offers that you can't reject. They are coming, all these politicians, they are coming. They are coming to pull down the struggle, because when they pull it down, they will always keep taking all they just need is to pull it down at this particular moment for election period. That's what they need. So when they succeed in pulling it down, everything is done for them, because they will go and keep enjoying till another 4 years. Then they will come back for you again. So you see that you are always a scapegoat. When they need you, they come for you, use you, dump you, and then continue with their life. And every 4 years, they come back and do the same thing. Are we not going to be wise this time around? We have to be wise. What they want is our freedom. They want to take our freedom away from us. Are we going to let them? Are we going to let these people? Can't we endure a pottage of yam? Can't we say no? Must we sell our birthrights for a pottage of yam? Must we sell our birthrights? Must we sell our children's future for a pottage? Those things that happen in the Bible is just for our own correction. When we look at all these things, these things are real things that happen in the world. This politician come and give you things, and you go and then say, ha, billions, I have never seen a billion in my life before. Let me just, this is my chance to make it. I have to collect it. Not knowing that you have traded your own generation. You have traded your lineage. In fact, your freedom for the rest of your life. And not only your freedom, but for the freedom of a people. You are exchanging for a mere 1 billion. What is that? If Biafra comes, you can have freedom. You have freedom. You can make as much because you have equal opportunity to strive. But in Nigeria, we don't have it. In Nigeria, we don't have equal opportunity. They favor the north against the south. And we Igbos are even the worst. They don't even give us chance at all to even live a life. They don't want us. And somebody will come and give you money, and because of that you will trade. I am saying this thing now because very soon you are going to start receiving people who will say they are sharing this one there. They are sharing. They say if you come and join them, that they will give you something, and then you will swear an oath to them. You will swear that you are going to deliver, and you must deliver. You will now go and begin to, whatever thing you have learned in IPOB or every secret you know, you begin to sell. You will begin to sell, not knowing that you are selling yourself. Be strong. Be strong, every IPOB member. I am begging you, be strong. Because the vultures are gathering. The vultures that will devour you, they are gathering. They are gathering seriously. So stand on your foot. Stand strong. Stand strong. Be courageous. Whatever they are saying, stand in your belief. This is my freedom. I want to be free. Stand and keep saying what you want. Before you know it now, politicians will start, and you will see the youth. Our youths that are in social media now talking Biafra now, you will see them. They will gather there for 10,000. You will see. Everybody now, you will see that they will gather. They will gather. This chance we have now, if we can be able to stay together, if we can be able to agree that no matter how juicy their offer will be, that we will not accept it. If we can be able to stand strong and let that hunger deal with us for one day so that we can enjoy for the rest of our life, our future will be guaranteed. But if we say for this day, because I don't want to be hungry for this day, I want to eat and then jeopardize my future, then you have sold yourself. You have sold yourself. So for one day, let us say, to hell with your billions. To just like Nnamdi has been rejected. Let us be like him. We have to be a mirror image of our leader. He has shown that he's unbribable. He's uncompromisable. That is why Nigerians are frustrated. Nigerians are used to bribing. They have seen that he cannot be bribed. Nigerians see that they cannot bribe him. No matter what you do, that he can't be bribed. That is why they are frustrated. Now they want to use now. The only people they can use now is the people inside the struggle. If you don't get it, I am telling you. Because in a normal life, if I'm looking for your mother or your father and I don't see you, the next person I will look for is your children. This is normal. I will look for your children to get at you. That is the only thing that they are going to do. So the only thing they will do now is to look for people who are gullible, people who are not strong-hearted, people who don't even know what they are fighting for. They will use you in the struggle to destroy the struggle. They will use you to destroy the struggle. So the time to be strong and know what you stand for is now. Let us hold fast on what we have. And then endure this hunger. Endure this hunger for a while. For our better tomorrow. For the future. For the better of our children. So that we can stand tomorrow and be proud. And say, yes. The way Nnamdi used to talk, they gave me money and I rejected it. It is a proud thing. You can come like this with your shoulder high. They offered me, but I rejected. Do you know the pride? Do you know as in the weight? He used to say, they offered me, but I rejected it. That is why everybody is following him today. But when they give you and they reject, they will still be the same one you can't be able to talk again. Because that's what our politicians are doing. When they come and give them money, they will see their mouth, they will not talk again. And by the time they did not talk again, of course they can't talk. We will all be in trouble because they can't talk. Just like Nyawodo cannot say anything against the Hausa Fulani. You see, after saying that before you kill an Hausa, another, first kill me. How do you now expect him in a publicly to begin to say Hausa Fulani are killing? He was come and begin to kill. He can't say that because his word is against him. His word is against him. He can't come out and say, people are saying, what is he saying? What have he said? He cannot say it because his words he can't change it now. He has come in the national television. To say it, even use his mouth and say he is going to sabotage the struggle. So how do you on earth want him to come out again, begin to counter his own words? The only thing I am asking you is to remain strong. Let us not use this plate of pottage, because just like Esau, we have to learn from Esau's example. Esau was, because of a pottage of a plate, sold his own destiny, which he later cried, but he was not able to get it. Jacob took it from him. And that is why any day you are here, you hear the God of Abraham, God of Isaac, and God of Jacob. They jumped Esau. They jumped Esau, and they are calling Jacob. Why? Because he sold his birthright. He sold it and collected change. Because he's hungry. So let us not be because of hunger and say, my children's school fees, what am I going to do about this? That this money is going to solve a lot of things for me. And then you sell your birthright. Because when you do that, you may be happy for the moment. It may solve your immediate problem, but your future is jeopardized. Just like Esau. Esau kept crying, but never got back his birthright. It is gone and it is gone. It is gone and it is gone. And right now, why we have to remain resolute and why we have to remain so strong is because IPOB has come to a level. This particular time we are now, IPOB has come to one level that if we fall now, getting Biafra is impossible. If we don't know, if we are so much affected now that we don't know what we are doing again, this is the second time we are trying this. If we fall now, getting Biafra may be so difficult. As in fact, it will be so difficult. So we all have to know what we want. We have to be strong. Resist that temptation of having money. Problems, there will always be problem. If there's one problem today, know that even if you use the money to solve that problem today, tomorrow another problem will come. So don't say because you have money now that problem will start coming to your life. Problem will keep coming. But let us get our freedom. This moment is the best moment to get Biafra. You know why? Because of the way Nigeria, the Haga structure, you know what is happening now. We don't have president, we don't have vice. Nothing is really moving. So at this particular time is the most best moment to hammer and keep hammering until we get what we want. Then when we get what we want, everybody can begin to relax and do business. But there are some certain time that we have to be serious. Gather all our energy. Put everything together. Sacrifice for once. Sacrifice for once. I am begging all of us, please, let us resist every pressure. Everything that somebody will come and begin to tell you to sell your own freedom, please don't do. We can learn from Esau. We have already seen his story. We saw how he ended up. Today, there is a nation called Israel. But where is the nation of Esau? Where are Esau's children? Don't Esau have children? But today, we know about the nation called Israel, which God is so proud of, which God can fight for. We know about the nation Israel. Just because Jacob was wise enough to take what Esau did not even treasure. Esau has that. He didn't even know that he has something. He did not know that he has something. Because he neglected it. Just like the way we are doing to Nnamdi today. Today you are just kicking him around, saying all manner of things because you can type on social media. We don't know the kind of God that there's the kind of man God has given us. You people don't know. We don't understand his words. That is why we are busy talking against him. We are busy asking him, this one, he is not performing. He's not doing this. He's not doing that. Check him. God is with him. God is with Nnamdi Kanu. God is with him. If God is not with him, they would have killed him. Let me tell you, if they did not get him physically, they will get him spiritually. It is not only physically that they used to kill people. They can end the night like this. Happy boy and bani. Chota people that, do you think that they have not tried everything? They have tried everything, but they know. The God who brought that man is strong and is behind him because he is fulfilling the mission for which he came to this world. That is why God will stand behind him. So you that is busy looking for fault up and down, learn your lesson. God is behind him. Do you honestly think that Nigeria has not tried? They have tried everything. Physically, they have tried. They have also tried spiritually, if you don't know. That Nnamdi Kanu that you are seeing there, probably that man does not sleep. He may not be able to close his eyes to sleep. But you sleep in your house, go to beer parlor, drink, just gallivant as you will. His life, he is so careful about his life, because if anything, they can kill him. They can be sending people around to just kill him. After all, somebody will just volunteer to go to jail. Do you think that Nigeria cannot do it? Nigeria knows that he is the only headache Nigeria has. Nigeria knows that. All those people claiming they are fighting for Biafra, doing this one. How many of them has Nigeria ever said openly that these people are my problem? It's only Nnamdi Kanu. Only him. Nnamdi Kanu up, Nnamdi Kanu down. If anything happens, if they are able to remove him or kill him today, they'll have rest. But do you know why they are not able to succeed? They have not been able to succeed killing him. They can never succeed killing him until his mission is accomplished, because God sent him on a mission. And until his mission is accomplished, he go nowhere. So even if you are trying, some people that are bragging, if I get him, I will kill him. You are only wasting your time, because you can't fight who God is fighting with. The worst mistake you can make in this life is to begin to see somebody that is standing with God. You now want to go and fight, begin to fight that person. Because there is a mighty force that will come, before you know itself, a mighty force to begin to fight, the person will not even say anything. But when you are even conceiving your plan in your head, in your mind, God has seen it and he will go after you. He will go after you. Somebody who is working with God, don't dare. I have watched him. We may not have the same faith. I am a Christian. He's practicing Judaism. But I have seen him. God is working with this man. God can choose to work with anything. That you're not a Christian, that he's not a Christian, doesn't mean that God only works with Christians. God also works with Muslims. God also works with Buddhists. Anything religion you want to practice, God can choose anybody. God can choose anybody. So stop all this. God can choose anybody. And as far as God is working with him, and he is maintaining his status with God, forget it, he will get his mission. He will get to his destination, except he faults. Except he's the one that is making mistake. But if he's working in line with what God has destined to do, my brother, you just be wasting your time. Because when Israelites were in Egypt, a time came when God now sent Moses. Moses was in Israelites. He grew up there. He ate and dined with the king. He was there. But when the time for his mission came, he separated himself. God began to use him mightily. He separated himself and God began to speak to him. He went step by step and began to do what God asked him to do. Now, at the end of the day, what happened is, when the mission, anything that God is telling you to do, that is if Nnamdi Kanu refuses to do what his maker asked him to do, that is the only time. But as long as he is working according to the principle of what God has asked him to do, you will be wasting your time. All of you that are busy running up and down after him on social media, I have telling you, the mission is a failed one. You have already failed. You have failed. Once God is with somebody, and you are just against that person, you are not just fighting that person, you are fighting his God. You are fighting the person that sent him on that mission. You did not send him on the mission. God himself sent him. I was reading something and I found out that yes, even when he was in the womb, that a madman saw the mother and began to cry and point at the mother's stomach and was saying to Nnamdi Kanu's mother that this your stomach is Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. This child is a child of prophecy. Nnamdi Kanu came. He's a child of prophecy. You can't. This thing, my people. You can't. Envy will never stop it. This is a child of prophecy. This child came through prophecy. Even while he was in the womb. Even while he was in the womb. Mad people were pointing at his mother and was saying, Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. Because this is who he is. Even when he was small, I was thinking that he's a normal child. He didn't know he grew up like a normal child, just like Moses and the others in the Bible grew up. They all grew up like a normal child. Went to the same school that we went to, ate the same food, were playing with us. But the time for his mission, when the time for his mission came, God will remind him and then he will begin his mission. You will begin his mission. Nobody fights against God and survives. You cannot fight God and survive. Find your own mission and fulfill your destiny. Leave Nnamdi Kanu alone. Leave him alone. Stop fighting him. You can't fight God and win. It's not possible. If God is in this second missionary journey with us and he ordained this person to come and for this cause, for this Biafran struggle, he ordained Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come and do it. And you that is not ordained, is there running up and down after him, you will just wound yourself for nothing. You will be wounding yourself for nothing. That is the truth. For nothing. You are wounding your... That is why, have you ever wondered, any little thing he does, look at the way effortlessly, not so effortless, he has, everything he has done. Look at how Igbo, before, Igbo people had a Wednesday. Igbo doesn't have king. We don't even recognize anybody as king. But immediately he came and began to speak his truth. Everybody began to fall in line. People began to join the struggle. People began to join such numbers that we have not even seen before. Such numbers that we have not seen. If God is not with him and Nigerian government cannot still get him, they tag him terrorist, they do a manner of things to him. Everything happens, yet his morale can't be bought. Can't you see? Can't you see? It's not a normal human being. This is not somebody that you can easily come and begin to, because of your typing, you bring him down. No. His parents died. He did not even touch him. He didn't even shake him. Check if it is your own parents that they just died. Won't you just go and hide in your cupboard? Hide somewhere. If it is your people that is affected, they put you in jail. They do a manner of things to you. I even heard that they stripped him naked and women were urinating on top of him. You know, they did all those things to him. Yet he did not even deter him. Why? Because he's a man on a mission. Hey, when you see a man on a mission and God is with that person, toilet for that person, I am telling you, there's nothing that will stop him. The only thing that will stop him Nnamdi Kanu is Nnamdi Kanu himself. No other person can. So quit all this, your envy and jealousy. Everybody saying, vowing and doing this. Now, I'm going to do this. I'm going to bring you down. You can't fight God and win. Forget it. He is in his part. He is in the part of his destiny. Look for your own part of destiny and fulfill it. We all have different things to come to do in this world. We came with different agendas. We came with different instructions. The same Nnamdi came for another thing. Be on your own lane. Stop looking to see what he's doing. Is he going up or coming down? When you cannot contribute to him, leave him alone. If you can't contribute positive things to him to help him succeed, leave him alone. Leave him with him and his God. If he fails in his struggle, God will question him. You yourself that is castigating him. If you fail in your own struggle, you have your judgment to face. You will see face judgment yourself. If Nnamdi Kanu has a big vision, and then our own vision is to support him, and you are not in place of supporting him, but you are in place of sabotaging, because there are people that are forerunners in this world. Everybody cannot be Donald Trump. There are people that are forerunners. There are some people that came with a mighty vision. There are people that God gave big stars. When they came, they are just heavyweights. There are people that when they are coming in this world, they are heavyweights. And there are also people who God will put under those heavyweight people to support them to achieve what they want to achieve. Now, if God has put you under Nnamdi Kanu to help him achieve, and you are sabotaging, you are there trying to fight against him, know it that you are not standing in your place of your calling. Know it that you are not standing where God wants you to stand. You are not fulfilling your own destiny. Nnamdi Kanu is a forerunner. Everybody cannot be a forerunner. Nnamdi Kanu is a forerunner. He has the lamp. He has the light. But there are people who God will position under to bring him up. When there was war, they were fighting. Moses at some time in the Bible was holding, I think he's a sick or something. Somebody was holding something up, and then when he became weak, he needed people to support his hands so that the hands can still be up like this. This is the kind of thing that you should do to support Nnamdi Kanu. It is not about castigating him, because if God made you to be opportune to become a member of IPOB, at this particular moment should be the moment of support. You should be supporting the struggle. You should be bring everything that will make the struggle to work. Not Nnamdi Kanu too, because at the end of the day, if we fail in what you are supposed to do, he is a person and a forerunner. But then God gave us the grace to be under him. Now, if God actually wants you to be some people that will be part that will help you to progress, and you are not standing to fulfill that your mission for which you came to this world, you are busy sabotaging it, know that you have problem. Know that you will still face query. That is the truth. You will still face query. Everybody cannot be the president of Nigeria. There are people that are supposed to be making laws the same way it is in IPOB. There are people that are supposed to be there. They are floor member. There are people. The same way God makes this world to be structured in a manner that things will work. But human beings are so complex that we make things difficult for ourselves. You will leave your place, jump into another person. You want to become the Nnamdi Kanu, but you don't have the grace. You have the grace. You need grace to function. You need grace to retain a particular position. That he is still there till today is a miracle. With the way Nigerian government were looking for his life, they even use FBI. They want to use it. Yes, they want to use what is it called now? They want to use international police. They want to use them to arrest him too. But all those things didn't work. Why? Because God was with him. There is no how you can fight who God is with. And in all those things, God is giving a signal. I am with this person. I am standing strong behind him. Except he violates my law. Except he violates my order. That is the only time he falls. But if he, as long as he remains steadfast, doing what his maker asks him to do, mortals cannot bring him down. So stop wasting your time. Mortals can't bring him down. You can only support him to do. And if you refuse to support him, mind you that when some God wants to achieve a thing, if he sees that people are so stubborn to become what he wants them, he can decide to remove everybody. All of you, oh yeah, go. He can select just 1 or 2 persons and do what you think that 100 persons will do or 200 people will do. God doesn't work with numbers. So I don't think that it is because if you try to pull IPOB down, that Biafra will no longer come. It is a lie. Once it is appointed that God wants it to come, it will come. He may even want people to come, and then at the end of the day, he may disband all of you and still use 1 or 2 persons to bring it to pass. Why? For his name's sake. He doesn't work with population. God does not work with too much people. He doesn't work with plenty people. He only needs a few trusted individuals whose hearts are right towards him. That is the people he works with. He doesn't work with numbers. Because tomorrow now, his glory will be that it is because they have numbers. It is not because of number. The number, let me tell you what the number does. God would have carried everybody along just to make a point. You know, God, that these people actually want a freedom. But when you now begin to sabotage the struggle and sabotage it, God can decide to disband everybody and do it himself. There is nothing that God wants to do that I can't do. He will just bring people he knows. If it is 1 or 2 persons, what he will do is to go to the hearts of those people, decision makers in the world, put it in their mind, speak this thing, let this thing happen. And by the time this Biafra comes, you will see that you are completely useless. You did not help to bring it to come. You didn't help to bring it. You will see that once it is God's plan to bring it to pass, don't stand in God's way. Don't be a part. Don't make what the plan of the devil to come to pass. Don't be a part of bring him down because of envy. All these people saying he ate our money. You'll be surprised. No single person can come out and tell you, yes, he ate. It is me. This is how much he ate. But you are talking rubbish. Everything you can see, just envy, jealousy. Stand in your place. Everybody has their own place. Stand in your place. Fulfill your own destiny. That is what matters in life. The amount in your bank account does not matter. Because when you are dead, your money can't even go inside the casket with you. The money remains here. But whatever you have done, your mission, if you have achieved it, will stand as a judgment for you. So if you are the people that are supposed to stand and uphold Nnamdi and help him, that is a forerunner, to achieve his mission, and you fail because of jealousy and pretty envy, then you have a story to, you have your own destiny too. And because God can also replace you. If God wants you to do it and you're not doing it, God can remove you and bring another person, because this is his purpose. This is what he wants to achieve. You can't stand in his way. If you don't want to be used, he'll throw you away. He will bring another person. Another person will replace you. But you have to answer, because that is the reason you came to this world. Many people don't know that we came to this world for something. Many people don't know that. You are not an accident. You did not just happen. You came here for something. So if this cause is why you are here in this world, help to make it happen. Don't listen to politicians. Don't listen to all these people that are gallivanting now, because they are all looking for their stomach. Tomorrow you help them, and then the next moment they don't even remember you again. The only one you got from them is what you are sure of. The next moment, even the whole contract they promise you and everything they will promise you they will do for you, you will not even see them. Even to have a conversation with them will become difficult. You can't get access to them. So why would you listen to them instead of getting your freedom? So every IPOB member, in the name of God, be strong. Be strong. Be strong. I love you people from the depth of my heart. Just be strong. Just be strong this moment. Don't allow them to penetrate you. Stop allowing these people. Stop allowing them. There are so many of them. They are buying all of them. Many of them they are buying many of them now. I am seeing a lot of, they are using IPOB members. Don't tell people that are outside. Not people like Ijel and the rest. They are buying IPOB members now. As I'm speaking to you, they are buying them. They are buying them. Because when somebody that used to talk firmly begin now to talk as if he's neither warm, he's neither cold, you will begin to know that something has crossed the border. Something is happening. Somebody that used to be firm, and when you are, when you listen to the person, you will know that this person is this is where this person stands. All of a sudden, when the person begins to talk, he will now be painting words for you, and you won't even understand where he's even going again. They have been bought, but you'll be thinking that yes, because he's registered, he's carried IPOB flag, that he's still with you. It's a lie. They don't go. They watch them. Me, when I'm listening to you, I don't only listen to what you say. I observe everything. I open my eyes wide. I observe you. I observe everything. And when I look at you and you're no longer making sense to me, I just leave you. What are you talking? What are you saying? So please, my people, I think I'm going to stop here. I'm going to really stop here. I want the message to sink in that we don't have to be bought. And again, every IPOB member remain resolute, remain strong. The moment of pushing wind blowing here and there is now. Wind is going to come, is blowing. It's a very, very terrible wind. Very, very terrible, because the politicians are not going to allow us. They are going to put this is their last card. And you don't expect them to not fight. They will fight now. They will just expect it. What I'm telling you is to prepare your heart of what is going to happen, so that when you begin to see these things, you know that it is normal. Because everybody, just like when you kill a snake, and then when you cut it with a knife, the tail will begin to dance around. It doesn't mean that the snake is not dead. He's only trying to do the last thing that he can do. So now these politicians are trying to, they are trying to buy everybody they can buy to pull down the struggle, because it is a great threat. The struggle is becoming a monster to Nigerian unity. So they know it. But if we can be able to stand at this particular moment, then we will get what we want. And what we want is freedom. Freedom is priceless. Freedom is priceless. We can begin to explore and do business like normal people. Because right now we are slaves. We have to be truthful to ourselves. Even if you are living in another person's land, you are not comfortable. We are not comfortable living, because the way some things you will just endure. Normally, if you are in your land, you will not take it. But there are some things that when they do, you're not in your own land now. Even if you will just be talking. You'll be saying your own right. But you know that even that you're right, you don't have it in your own land. Then, I mean, please, I love you all. I love you all. Let us all remain resolute. Thank you for listening. And bye for now.